I am an easy mark, an easy sell.
And I'm not judging you, but I'm just saying everybody else is gonna.
So I recently went to see Kraven the Hunter, and I will soon see Brave New World. But I just wanted to, make some comments, basically my review of that movie and a preview of the movie to come, because just about everybody else, I think, panned Kraven and said it was going to be the death for the Sinister Six and that whole storyline. I came away different. I mean, to me, it was a winner, just barely. But because of the way that I assess the value of any entertainment product, which is money, how much it was worth to me, it really came out a winner. And just a little prequel on Craven. One, I went on a Tuesday, which at Marcus Cinemas as like $6, and then there was free popcorn. So that's a big winner for me. It was the first night that I wore some new cold weather gear on my motorcycle. I had a great ride out there and back. It's about 12 miles to the cinema that I like, and it was just very nice. And so, I went in again, just an easy sell for this, and overall, it was a winner. So, a lot of people have said, oh, Craven was just too perfect, too hunky, too dreamy, which, is kind of true. I get, and it was okay for me that they had, that big plot line, which, one, they over-explained his name, but two, they matched him up with Calypso, I think, as a potential love interest, but there was no real chemistry there in my book. I didn't see it. Also, the whole neckbeard thing. Yeah, Bubba's good looking. The guy who played Kraven is a good looking guy who was all piped out. Fair enough. I get that. But eminently forgettable. So easily replaceable. If they go forward, and there is that final Sinister Six movie or set of movies, that works for me because, again, the villains need to be more interesting than the hero a lot of times in those movies. And so setting him up as sort of a good guy now allows for that character art as he slides towards villainy, and that works for me. I'm good to go. I did want to say that Russell Crowe as his dad was, he just mailed it in. And it just seems like that character could have been played by Don Fry, if anybody remembers him from his MMA fame. Again, if there wasn't so much dialogue and it didn't ask a lot of him as an actor just to be a menacing presence with that great mustache, I think that would have been good to go. And then we get into the Rhino. So the Rhino has just been mishandled from the word go. That I'm not as big on nostalgia and canon as like Young Ripper or these other ones, but my one memory, really, of the Rhino, two memories, were the panel where the Rhino is defeating the Hulk, and the Hulk looks like has given up. And then the other panel where the Rhino is receiving his powers by being raised onto a platform and inundated with gamma rays for months on end. That was something that I would like to see. The Giamatti version of the Rhino was a total cop-out, in my opinion, mechanizing him. And this one, I did like that this mysterious New York doctor, probably the Jackal, is willing to do surgeries to create supervillains. That works for me. I did kind of like how they handled the Chameleon. He looked pretty good. He was eased in there pretty well. The writing was not great on this. DC always does a better job with character development and writing than Marvel, in my opinion. I wonder what other people would say. And then there is, The Foreigner, which I didn't really understand. It was not sort of, I get it that he's sort of a super soldier along the lines of like a Punisher or something like that. But it didn't really, work out for me so much. That said, I overall enjoyed it. I think it would be good if they continue to move forward with that and get some of the other Sinister Six sort of in play and working in that universe. I did like the fact that Marvel has brought in other people from other parts of the Marvel world. And making it work, and it is good. There's at least a minimal link to Deadpool because I think White Fox has some connection to what was the one from Deadpool? I can't come up with her name right now, but I'll come up with that. Oh, Domino. And then, now going in to see Brave Brave New World, I like the idea of Steve Rogers being Nomad for a while. I think that's going to be in there. I like how basically the mantle of Captain America is probably going to go back and forth. We will see. Um, I also, White Fox needs to be super hot. I know, one of the things that I think people have criticized is people say, oh, we want to have these new sensibilities. Well, certain characters need to be just smoking hot, like Harley Quinn. It really, when she got those off movies, and then they were off camera talking about how they wanted to basically make her less hot, so it wasn't so much about sex. That was a main component of that character, and as I understand White Fox, it is too. Then they're bringing in Copperhead from the Daredevil. Daredevil, he's a Daredevil villain, a Daredevil rogue, and I think that could be fun and interesting. So I'm definitely going to go. I wonder what other people think about that, especially when comic books are made into movies. If you think that they really need to hold tight. I mean, like, comic book accuracy to me is important, but if it's done well, I understand that when you're making a movie, there are some considerations that are different when you're doing the artwork for a comic book. Would love to know how other people feel. Let me know. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.